Before I get into this video, I just want to put out a disclaimer. I am not putting this video out to attack anybody. I am not trying to hurt anybody. I am just trying to get my opinions out about this. Please do not go attack the person's video that I am referring to and reacting to, because he is also a member of the Supernatural fandom, and I do not want to spread hate. I do not want to have anybody go attack this guy, because we're all family. But sometimes when someone posts a questionable video, I kind of want to talk about it, and I didn't really want to talk about this in a video again. I told you guys before, I didn't really want to dwell on the fact that Supernatural was ending. But I feel like after a while, there's definitely gonna be some videos that are questionable. So I don't think that the creator of this video had any bad intentions, but I just wanted to talk about this. So that's why I'm going to be censoring out his name. Even though you guys probably already know who the video is about, because the video is pretty popular if you type in Supernatural ending. But again, do not send hate to this guy, do not attack him, do not harass him, don't do any of that, because that is not what I stand for. So when I found out that Supernatural was ending, I obviously was searching all of social media, including Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and YouTube. And I came across this video called The False Hope That Supernatural Isn't Ending. And this video kind of pissed me off. And I'm going to explain why. Because even some of you guys have asked me to address this, and other people who are reacting to Supernatural ending this way. But in this 15-minute long video, he puts together a compilation of videos of Jade and Jensen talking about the end of Supernatural. But these clips are all before the announcement was made last Friday. But what pisses me off the most is this clip where Jade and Jensen are talking about support from fans being their fuel to continue the show. This was from NashCon, and this was 12 days prior to the ending announcement.
It gives us fuel. It fuels us to continue doing this show that we love.
But then, after that, he goes on to say this. I'll put the screenshot up. You heard that 12 days before the end announcement, J2 said they need our fuel as in support to continue doing the show they love, and we love. Why is everyone giving them support to end it next year? You're doing the opposite of what they asked us to do. Hashtag fuel J2. Now, I think you guys can probably tell why I think this is kind of problematic. My whole issue with this is that this guy has over 200,000 subscribers, and at the time of filming this, the video has 15,000 views. With that large of an audience, do you really want to be sending people to go bother Jade and Jensen and Misha during this time? You're basically sending people to go harass them about the end of the show, which is the exact opposite of what you should be doing, especially with that large of an audience and especially with that much influence when you have a channel that big in a fandom. I wouldn't do that, even though my audience is not as large as this guy, but I'm just saying, like, you shouldn't do that. And even in his pinned comment, he says, watch it till the end. If you agree with me, tweet this at J2 with the hashtag FuelJ2. And again, I'm going to be censoring out his name, because I don't want you guys to go bother this guy, and I don't want you guys to go hate on this guy. I just wanted to point out the issues of getting people to try and do this at this time. By pointing out that we fuel Jade and Jensen to continue doing the show, and then boom, they announced the show is ending, that would lead to more people to go and harass Jade and Jensen and Misha about their decision. People could feel like their love for the show wasn't enough for them to continue, which is definitely not the case considering how dedicated this fan base is. The show ending is obviously a very hard thing for all of us. It's hard for me, it's hard for you guys, but it's definitely probably the hardest for Jade and Jensen and Misha. I feel like a lot of people are not taking into consideration that these guys have spent almost 15 years of their life on the show and have given more than enough for all of us. And obviously I'm very upset about the show ending. I really am. Y'all have already seen me cry about it for 20 minutes straight. I don't need to continue doing that. But I don't think looking at older interviews and con clips is going to give me any hope that the show won't end, because they already announced that the show is going to end. By putting shit like that out there to a large audience within this fandom, that can lead to people believing that the show isn't going to end. And if people are truly believing that Supernatural isn't going to end next season, and then when it does, it can lead to a huge shitstorm. Perpetuating things that Jared and Jensen and Misha have said about the end of the show before the ending announcement is a pretty bad move. Especially when you have an audience of over 200,000 that can easily be persuaded because they don't want their favorite show to end. The best thing to do right now is to be as supportive as possible to the guys who made this show possible. Not spam their Twitters with a hashtag, not harass them over the show ending, and not spread this false idea that the show isn't going to end. That would lead to people being in denial about the show, and that can be toxic to this fan base. Another thing I just wanted to get out of the way. Again, do not ever go and harass Jared and Jensen and Misha or any other cast or crew member about the end of the show. I am devastated over the fact that my favorite show is ending because I love Supernatural. You guys know how much I love Supernatural, but I have the most respect out of anybody in my life. Go straight to Jared and Jensen and Misha and anybody who made that show possible. Instead of trying to stop the show from ending, which you shouldn't do, why don't you try being supportive? I don't want Supernatural to end. Because Supernatural ending means that, 1, I won't have my favorite show anymore. 2, I'm not going to be able to look forward to being happy every Thursday night. And 3, I'm not going to be able to continue making videos about Supernatural forever. Obviously, I plan on making them as long as possible. You guys already know that. But telling people to go out and tweet at Jared and Jensen about something that they said prior to the announcement is a shitty move. And again, I am not trying to send any hate to this guy. I don't think his intentions were bad. But I just want you guys to know, and anybody else watching this video to know, how problematic this can be. And again, don't send any hate because this guy is also one of us. He is part of our fandom and we need to respect that. And we need to respect that this is a very bad idea to put into people's heads, especially when you have that large of an audience. I don't want Supernatural to end, and you guys already know that. I never want Supernatural to end, and I would do anything to get the show to stay on the air. But at the end of the day, Jared, Jensen, Misha, and everybody else on that cast and everybody else in that crew has given us enough. If they choose to end the show, then that's their choice. Because at the end of the day, they're the ones who spend about 10 months of their lives every year for the past 15 years to give us this show. I will never, in my life, try to make them feel bad about their decision because they're already probably very upset about the fact that the show is ending. This show has been a large part of their lives and the show has been a large part of our lives. But sending hate and harassing and just, what are you doing? Guilt tripping Jared and Jensen by trying to get people to spam them, or just not even spam them, but tell them a hashtag, is a really shitty thing to do. The thing that made me the most angry is how in this video he kind of was trying to push the idea that Jared and Jensen don't believe in us. And that's disgusting. That's trying to just perpetuate an idea that these guys don't care about us. These guys put in so much effort to make us happy, to make the Supernatural fandom happy, to go to conventions, to meet fans, to do their job, and to give them shit about not believing us is just, it makes me want to just smash my head through a window. And again, I'm not trying to perpetuate any hate to this guy. Again, I'm not even gonna say his username. I'm not even gonna say anything about him. I'm not even gonna link his video because that's a bad move. That would be me allowing you guys to do that, and I don't want that. I don't want anybody to go after anybody. I just want to get the idea across that we should not be bothering Jared and Jensen about the end of the show. It's similar to bothering My Chemical Romance about them ending the band. For you guys who don't know, my favorite band is My Chemical Romance. You can see the posters up there actually. And something I saw a lot when the band first broke up was that everyone was mad about their choice to end that band. When in reality, they had to do that. They had to do what they had to do to survive. They don't owe us anything, and they're not obligated to do anything for us. Just like Jared and Jensen and Misha are not obligated to continue doing the show if they don't feel it's right. And this was obviously a very hard decision for them to make. If you saw the video that they all posted, Jared looked like he was on the verge of tears, Jensen was choking up, and Misha was just straight up quiet the entire time. This was a hard decision for them to make. So bothering them about it is a really shitty move. And again, I'm sorry that I didn't want to have to make a video like this, but a few of you guys have asked me to address this because it's not cool. It's really not. Guilt tripping your favorite actors is a bad thing. I don't stand for guilt tripping these guys who have given us so much of their lives and their time and their dedication. That's just not cool. I 100% respect Jared, Jensen, Misha, fucking everybody on that goddamn cast so much that if I find out that, hey, this person isn't going to be on the show anymore, or hey, this show is ending, I'm not gonna go out and do that. Yeah, I'm gonna be sad about it. I'm gonna be devastated. I already am devastated because my favorite show is ending. But the worst thing you can do if you have an audience that is based in a fandom is to perpetuate that guilt-tripping nature to these guys who have given us so much. And that is all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching this video, and again, I'm going to say it one more time. Please do not try and harass this guy for making this video. I don't believe his intentions were wrong. I just think it may have been executed the wrong way. I just think that putting together a video saying the false hope that Supernatural isn't ending is kind of just because doing that is going to put people in denial, and it's going to make people grasp on to this idea that the show isn't going to end. So, yeah, please don't send any hate to this guy. Please don't harass Jared and Jensen. Please don't try and do anything that is going to harm anybody. And again, my intentions of this video is to make you guys aware that if you are seeing these types of videos about Supernatural ending, please, for the life of you, do not go and spam Jared, Jensen, Misha, or anybody else on the cast or crew about the show ending, because this was obviously a very difficult decision for them to make. That's all I have to say. So thank you for watching. I hope you all have a nice day. Bye.